She looks like a bowling ball.
We actually have a bow!
So I paid even more than I should have for these garbage things. The next box of disappointment has arrived! The next box of disappointment has arrived!
Yeah, that talent fun though, guys.
Help me!
Here they are, guys. Vanny! Glamrock Chica! Glamrock
I've got nothing left!
Roxanne! And then Montgomery. Alright, we have the... Well, we had the whole gang. Before we get into these guys, you should just take a look at the packaging slip I got. Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach Pizza Plex Funko Plush Bundle. Returns policy. Returns are not accepted for this item. In the early days of the FNaF Security Breach leaks, it was dubbed as the Pizza Plex. I kind of get it when it was then. But now, when we have the official name, not entirely sure why they're still dubbing it that. Maybe just because it helps search results. Maybe because the actual establishment is actually the Mega Pizzaplex. That's maybe where they're getting it from. I don't really know the exact specific reason. It could be a combination of what I just said, or they're just saying it because they're kind of dumb. Yeah, now I said it like that, it's mostly because they're probably kind of dumb. Anyway, let's get into actually looking at these things here. And I want to say straight up, they're a lot smaller than I expected. I mean, it probably said the inches that were had, but I didn't take that into account. I just bought them and thought they'd be a little bigger, and them arriving, yeah, they do look slightly smaller than expected. But we got the tag here, which isn't even a security breach tag. Like, they didn't even go that distance. I don't know, not even the packaging style of the security breach figures is on here. Like, why didn't they at least have that? Have the security breach logo with the buff Freddy? You know, like, why not? I don't understand that at all. That just goes to show the effort to be had here. Like, instantly, like, even the little things, you know, I know that's a minor complaint, but it just goes to show, man, this is probably the worst lot of security breach merch. And I am very optimistic. You guys know, if you're long-term viewers, I'm very optimistic with merchandise and just things in general. So for me to actually be nitpicky like this, you gotta know that I am generally kind of disappointed here. But we do have the basic look of Glamrock Freddy. He's got, I don't know, his mask is kind of tattooed looking mask face there. He's got the lightning bolt symbol. He doesn't even have a proper bow though. That is just printed on, and that is bad. That's bad. That is really bad. Wow. And Funko has done better in the past. A plush from 2016. He has the bow. He has better looking, you know, embroidery, patterns, just everything. This is a Freddy from 2016, and this is a Freddy for the next generation Five Nights at Freddy's game 2020. And he looks like that in comparison. You think 4 years later there would be an improvement, but no, 4 years later we're regressing here. I don't get why they just couldn't take the bow tie from this, because they have probably reused patterns here. I'm pretty sure, we're going to talk about Vanny in a bit, that's a reused pattern, for example. So I don't know why they didn't just take the bow tie from a previous Freddy and stick it on him. Like, having it like that is wild. This looks like something you'd win from a crane machine or something. It looks like something from Good Stuff. Even saying that, Good Stuff in comparison could have done a better job than this, and yeah, you would have won that from a crane machine. I don't get it, I really don't. Anyway, let's try and find some good here. At least he's colored correctly. He does have embroidery on the ears, and he does have embroidered eyes at least. They're not plastic, so I'll give props to that. Again, Good Stuff. They use plastic eyes, I believe, from the plushies I've won from crane machines that were made by Good Stuff. They got plastic eyes and it looks kind of cheap. So at least we have the embroidered eyes here. Plastic nose, I mean, that's kind of just standard, I guess. We don't have any other details though. Like, would have been nice to have his fangs coming out, or just some kind of better expression than him looking like he wants to die. Look, I know it sounds like I'm really digging at these, and they're okay. But they could have been better, man. They could have been better. Okay, so let's go for Montgomery here. He seems to have really nice looking embroidery with his shades here, although I think it could have been better if he had separate embroidered eyes, and then they gave him like a fabric or some kind of other material to make up his shades. I think that would have looked a lot better for sure, but you know, I'm not going to completely complain here because the detail was at least had with doing embroidery with the shades. At least his mohawk, I'd say, looks a little better than his actual Funko figure counterpart, but I don't know, it's just felt it's a little flimsy. There's still not much going on here. It would have been better if it was thicker, at least, you know, maybe stuffed, kind of like with Freddy's hat here, some kind of 3D pattern to be had, and it was stuffed and just didn't look so thin and pathetic. At least he's got some depth here with the added material for his nostrils. I suppose that's pretty good there. I can't believe Funko actually did that. Honestly, guys, I'm real shocked here. We have his kind of trousers, legs, whatever you want to call them here, pants. We have a belt here, but again, it's just stuck on, like, pattern.
Wow, this one even has the price on.
And I had to get these on eBay, as you saw yet again, because Amazon has been stuffing up the whole security breach line. Like, I failed with the figures, I had to go on eBay, and I failed again with the plushies. Well, not me, them, they failed. And I had to pay double or something, so I paid even more than I should have for these garbage things. Funko seems to love Withered Freddy being on tags, because he's on the tag of this one from 4 years ago. Like, that's 4 years ago. And they still kept the Withered Freddy 4 years later. Okay, he's got his tail. I can't believe they even bothered with that. So he has his little croc tail there. Wow. But yeah, that's Montgomery, guys. I say he looks better than Freddy. Okay, let's move on to Glamrock Chica. She's looking derp. She's looking like her eyes have been stung by a wasp, because they're looking swollen. What's there to say that hasn't already been said so far? I mean, like, the basic kind of colors are here. They got that down, and I'm liking the kind of metallic shine they got on her leggings here. That's actually kind of cool. So they put effort there. They got on both sides. She's got this strange shine going on here on her leggings, and I'm liking that. That's the detail we haven't seen so far. Okay, that's kind of neat. I'll give credit there. Funko, that's a good... Why is her hands green? I know she wears green wristbands, maybe. I'm not entirely sure, as I'm talking about that now. But I know for 100% her hands are not meant to be green. It looks like her hands have been chopped. So talking more about her details here, she has her kind of tattoos or like face painting, whatever you want to call it here, decorations. She's got... I don't know what that's meant to be, but it's there. It's there. She's missing her earrings, and it makes her look really off. She looks like a bowling ball. I could probably do a hole-in-one with that thing without looking. So again, another comparison, guys. And guess what? This is another 4 years difference. 2016, 2020. This is probably one of my favorite Chica plushies, and it's by Funko of all things. Like, look at her. She looks absolutely insane. The embroidery's great. She looks just like her actual in-game counterpart. But in plush form, she's got Let's Party, like the bibs, like good quality. It has like a nice kind of sticker print on there, like the bibs 3D, and you know, you got all her colors here, and even the actual feet. They're not just your stupid, normal tube-like toilet roll. I know we all want original plushies and original patterns, and we don't really like things taken from past products with FNaF, but in this case, like, if they had to take a pattern, it should have been Toy Chica's pattern here, because I think Glamrock Chica would have definitely benefited from that, and I think the actual Glamrock Chica from the game and her general design, as we've seen so far, is really more so a Toy Chica than the other iterations. But yeah, that's what we got. Alright, next up, Roxanne. Another unique animatronic character here. I mean, I don't know if this was a previous pattern. You guys can let me know in the comments section down below, because we all know they did that with the actual Funko figures of these guys. She looks... I mean, she has her green fringe. She has embroidered ears, at least, and embroidered eyes. Like, they all have that, at least. They have the embroidered eyes. There's no plastic eyes to be had here. It's just that they have the sad printed on textures here. And this doesn't look right. Like, we have these metallic kind of arms, and then because of the non-metallic printed body here, look at it. You can see it in the video. It just don't look right, man. I'm not really into that at all. She doesn't have a tail. I mean, they gave Montgomery a tail, but they didn't give Roxanne a tail. And we know from the figures and even the official artwork that she has a tail. So I don't know why they didn't even bother giving her a little something there.
Also, her hair looks like a flipping blanket.
God, man, I think these plushies could have really benefited from staying away from this FNaF plush look. You know how we seen the FNaF plushies in, I think it was the second game we first saw them. Yeah, that was great with the first lot of FNaF characters, the first lot of animatronics. It worked well with Freddy, it worked well with Chica, Bonnie.
But I just don't think it works with these newer animatronics. And again, they need to step away from this design. It doesn't translate well. It used to with the simpler designs of the older animatronics, but definitely not with these newer, more detailed ones.
Why don't they just make a normal looking plushie, for crying out loud? Does anyone agree with me there? Am I the only one? Probably. I don't know. Last but not least, Vanny herself. The genocidal white rabbit is coming at you in plush form, and I'm not scared. In fact, she's the one who looks scared. So a lot of you guys were telling me that this is a pattern from Spring Bonnie, I believe. It looks very similar. Very similar. There's her ears there. It's exactly the same way Spring Bonnie was done in terms of the ears. It does look very similar to Spring Bonnie's face shape as well. So I'm totally on board with what you guys were saying there. At least we have a bow. I can't believe it. We actually have a bow. I do like how she mostly has her patterns here, and it seems like at least compared to the official design, all the colors are kind of in the right place here. We don't have that mitten looking cross-stitched thing going on this arm, which I think that would have been really good if they did that there, but of course they didn't. But everything else here, you know, we got the other colored patches on her leg, her body, and of course her head here. It's now definitely official, even though at this point we've seen her in the trailer. Yeah, she doesn't have the brown spot, so I know people are still going on about that, but going forward, guys, that doesn't exist. She must have got a new mask, or it was a slight retcon by Stillwall or something. I really don't know. I really don't know why. Yeah, it was changed, but now it is changed. It is now definitely changed. There's the back of her there. No bunny kind of tail. I don't know if she will have one though. That's something we definitely don't know about. We don't know if on her suit she's done a little bunny tail of any sort. We'll have to wait until the game fully releases, because as of this video, the game hasn't fully released. So let me know in the comment section down below what the heck happened there, and if she did have a bunny tail. But yeah, as of this video, we don't know if she has a tail or not. So I can't really say anything to Funko about that detail. But if she does have a tail, I will be angry.
Alright guys, better end the video before I explode. Here's a look at all the plushies in all their unholy glory. They're absolutely not fantastic. Still, let me know your favorite in the comments section down below. How would you rank these? Do you personally have them and think they're okay? Do you personally have them and are just as disappointed as I am? I want to know all your thoughts in the comments section down below. If you watched this video up until this point, I don't want my opinions to sway yours. Again, if you like them, you like them. If you don't like them, you don't like them. They're average. They're very average, and again, they could have been so much more. They really could have. That's just where my disappointment lies, and that's just where my disappointment stems, because I know they could be so much more just from the comparisons we did in this video from the same company 4 years ago. Yeah, they could have been so much more, but we got these, didn't we?